As you know, January is World #Carnivore Month, and bacon put one of the B's in the BBBE challenge. I received a ranch dressing request, and I was up for the challenge. Now in this recipe, I'll be using the bacon drippings from the 3 pounds of bacon I just cooked up. Now you do want to let this cool down a little bit, as you see here, to about this state. Now we're going to go ahead and put that to the side because we don't need it right now. What you're going to need is 2 glass jars. Now these mason jars right here are the wide mouth mason jars. And this is exactly what you need because the wide mouth usually fits most of the immersion blenders. Now the first thing we're going to need is 3 tablespoons lukewarm water. And guys, it needs to be lukewarm because we don't want the bacon grease in this recipe to solidify. Now this next ingredient is twang beer salt. And guys, this is what gives it the kick. Now you can use salt if you do not want to use this. You're going to add 1/8 teaspoon to your glass. And it is very important that you make sure to mix this well before adding the next ingredient. Once it goes from cloudy to clear like this, you're ready for the next ingredient. Now you're going to add 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Now this next ingredient needs a little more attention. It's 1 ounce cream cheese. Make sure this is added last and sliced up. Now take your immersion blender and make sure this is thoroughly mixed up. You do not want any clumps of cream cheese or little specks. You want this to be good and smooth. Now quick tip here, using the lid to your sour cream will keep your countertop clean and make for easy cleanup. Now it's time for our second jar. To it we're going to add 2 tablespoons lukewarm water. And now it's time for that liquid gold. We're going to be adding 1/2 cup bacon dripping grease. And last we'll add 1 tablespoon egg white powder. Now when placing the immersion blender in your glass, you want to try to capture that egg white and push it to the base before mixing. Now as you can see here, the emulsion starts pretty quickly, but it is not going to get that thick, so don't expect it to. Look at how thin this actually is right here. But remember, this is bacon grease. It's going to solidify a lot more when it gets cold. Now combine the 2 mixtures and mix them for a minute or 2 until they become this consistency. Now if you're thinking this is a little thin, remember, when refrigerated, it's going to solidify. Seasonings are optional here. You're going to add 1/2 teaspoon garlic, 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon parsley, 1/2 teaspoon dill, 1/2 teaspoon dried chives. Go ahead and get that mixed up. You do want to mix this thoroughly, guys. Get it good and mixed, and then we're going to chill it. Here it is about 4 hours after being in the refrigerator, and this is the next day. And if you haven't checked out my 5-year success video, here's the link right here. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.